Check that out. Youth jailed. Oh, shit. Marty McFly. Yo, fears, audience, fears, coffee first. That is one damn fine cup of coffee in my Chucky mug. Pretty awesome. Well, I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing awesome. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. I had an interesting day, a very interesting day. I'll just leave it at that. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow is a better day. Anyway, hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing awesome. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Big updates. In July, my family's coming to visit. But not only that, so in about 2.5 weeks they're coming. And I may take them to this. I'm going to this regardless whether my family wants to come or not. But if they want to go, then I'll take them. But the next big show, the Southeast's largest toy-focused event, 40,000 square feet of toys and collectibles. My friend Jeff putting on the Tampa Toy Con 2025. And it's a 2-day con, July 12th to the 13th, 2025. Be sure to get your tickets at FloridaToyShowsAndExpos.com. Or you can buy tickets on his Facebook page, Florida Toy Shows and Expos. It doesn't matter which one. You can go there or the website. Jeff's shows are fantastic, so if you guys have never been to one, check it out. July 12th and the 13th. And he doesn't do a lot of 2-day cons, so I highly suggest going. Then some more big news. Me and LC are hanging out this weekend. We're going to be video gaming it up. We're going to go to a new restaurant. He said the last time he took me to a restaurant was called Fat Burger. I must admit, those burgers were pretty good. He's taking me to a Cuban restaurant this time on Saturday, so I'm really looking forward to that. It's been a while since I've had Cuban food. By the way, coffee first. And then we're thinking about we're either going to go to the Lego store that we went to last time that had that big Green Goblin mask in it, or we're going to go to this one. This brand new one that's in Longwood, Florida. Orlando Brick Company, now open. Right there. So, I showed LC this. It looks fantastic. So, check out all that. Pretty sweet. So, they've got a 16-long pick-a-brick table that you can spend hours and make your own designs. There's, what else? There's thousands of new, used, discontinued, and vintage Lego sets. You can commission us to corporate build your own model. So that means you can make something up, and it says bring in the specs, and they will build it for you. So I thought about maybe commissioning a Fearsman 26 Lego build. That would be pretty sweet. That would be pretty sweet. Commission us to make a build right here. So I told LC about this. I think it's worth checking out. It's definitely we're gonna check it out. I just watched Shocker, and that was fantastic. Really good. It's half horror movie, half suspense, half paranormal because he sees this guy commit murders in his dreams, half action adventure. It's all of them. Suspense, thriller, horror, and action. So yeah. So we're going to be reviewing this. And then I finished seasons 3 and 4. And then we're going to, hang on, let me, what else are we doing? Then we're going to do some top 10 lists. And then we're going to, since I've been watching a lot of Home Improvement, like Tim Allen, he's a real man's man like my dad. I thought, what are 10 things that men love the most? Like real big things. So I thought I would write them down. All right. Before we get to all that, I haven't done the weather in quite a while. So let's see here. Fears the weatherman. In England, in Hull, England, where my family's from, it's 54 degrees with a high of 62 and a low of 53. In Orlando, it's 80 degrees with a high of 89 and a low of 76. In Los Angeles, California, it's 68 degrees with a high of 70 and a low of 52. In Wentzville, Missouri, it's 69 degrees with a high of 72 and a low of 71. In St. Louis, Missouri, it's 72 with a high of 75 and a low of 71. In New York City, it's 71 degrees with a high of 82 and a low of 81. So there we are. And then in my town, it's 79 degrees with a high of 82 and a low of 76. In London, it's 65 degrees with a high of 70 and a low of 69. And then in St. Peters, Missouri, which is right by O'Fallon, Missouri, it's 70 with a high of 81 and a low of 72. So there we are. There we go. So not too bad. So probably whenever I go visit my family in August, I already asked my mom, I was like, do you think it'll be cold? Sometimes it is cold in August in Missouri. So I'm going to bring a light jacket. But I probably won't need it. I'm going to bring some t-shirts and some jeans and stuff. So does Fears Man need a vacation? Yes, I do. Away from everything. It gets pretty stressful sometimes, as we all know. All right, there we are. I'm going to use the restroom real quick. I forgot to use the restroom before I started the thing, and then I'll open up the chat. So, actually, I'm going to open up the chat right now, say hello to everybody, and then I'll go use the restroom. So, yeah, give me 1 second. We all know. There we are. Yo! Juicever, he says, we are live. Yes, we are. Vision says, now we're talking. Is my favorite sandwich. I've never tried it, Liz, but LC said that it's a great Colombian restaurant, and I have had Colombian food at his house at Christmas time, so I know it's really good. So he was like, Fears, but have you ever ate at a Colombian restaurant? I said, nope, I've never ate at a Colombian restaurant, so I'm looking forward to it. Break it up with LC. That's what we're planning. Because we already went to the one in Disney Springs, and that place is fucking huge. Whenever you guys see it in the vlog, because I haven't uploaded it yet, when you guys see it in the vlog, it may not look huge. They got Legos behind the building, they got Legos in front. They have a massive fucking tower build in front of it. Then in the lake around Disney Springs, there's a massive Lego like swirly twirly dragon of all Legos. And then you go inside and there's just Legos fucking everywhere. And I only bought 2 little builds. And LC got that it was in a big box, that fucking Marvel thing, whatever the hell it was. But it was big. It was like this tall and this wide. That's his build, not mine. So I don't think he's done that one yet. Well, thanks, Liz. I appreciate that. And thanks, Fangirl Kate. I appreciate that. All right, I need to use the restroom. I just wanted to say hello to everybody real quick. But I wanted to get all the updates out of the way. So I appreciate you guys giving me 20 minutes. I feel better now. I had to vent a bunch of shit. It was a good day, and then it turned stressful due to some fucking idiot. Hopefully it'll be better in a couple days. But I'm not talking to I better stop talking about it or I'll get re-pissed. But if he tries to come in tomorrow or the next day, he's pretty much timed out for the next 4 or 5 days because he wanted to pull some shit. So I just need some time away from banjo, and that's enough said. I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back. All right. Sorry about that. That was my fault. I should have went to the restroom before I started the stream. All right. All right. There we are. All right. Yeah. Do. All right, let me catch up with the chat and then we'll start the first stream. Thanks for all the support. I appreciate it. 11 people watching. Thank you so much. Thanks to all the loving and loyal fans. What up, Jucifer? Vision says, oh yeah, now we're talking. Yes, we are. Anyway, that's my favorite sandwich. Well, hopefully they have it at that Cuban restaurant, Liz. And since I've never been to a Cuban restaurant before, I'm going to vlog it because, man, that fat burger stuff was good. LC actually ate that quadruple burger. He did. But he said, Fears, it was a crock. And I said, what do you mean? He goes, well, you know the one in Orlando? And I said, yeah, the one that you took me to? And he goes, yeah. He goes, they don't have the wall. They don't have the wall of champions. He goes, we got to drive down to Tampa for that. And I was like, that is a crock, dude. I'm like, you ate it. You ate the whole thing. He goes, yeah. He goes, but I ordered it. And he goes, and the first thing I asked him was, oh, do you guys have, like, you take the photo and you get the trophy if you eat the quadruple? And the quadruple is, I swear to God, it's probably as tall as my cup. Elsie was telling me. So it's got like a bun, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 patties with lettuce and tomato and all of it. And I took, I'm sorry, I didn't take a photo. Elsie sent me a photo. Visions, I sent you the photo of the burger that Elsie showed me, and so I didn't take that photo. I wasn't with him, and I wrote him back, and I was like, "Damn, that's a huge burger." So we're gonna drive down to Tampa at some point, and LC will be on that wall. I kid you not. Jucifer says, "Brick it up." With LC. So shout out to Jucifer, shout out to Liz, shout out to Fangirl Kate, shout out to Visions, shout out to He definitely is a real piece of work. That's definitely an understatement. That's definitely an understatement. What's up, Larry? Shout out to Larry. Anyway, how is everyone? Better. I'm doing better. I will say that. Uh, but yeah, it looked like a tasty burger. It did. I don't know. I know for a fact I couldn't handle that much meat. That is to me, one or two patties. The biggest one I've ever had is the double Whopper at Burger King that has two patties on it. That's a lot of meat. And then to eat a burger like that big around with 1, 2, 3, 4 patties, that's not good for the old ticker. And I said, LC, I said, did you take it in breaks? He goes, oh yeah, fierce. I took breaks. He goes, I had 2 sodas to get it down me. And I was like, well, as long as you took breaks. And so the only thing is, it was a crock though, because he said, Fears, why would the Tampa one have, and he asked me this, he said, why would the Tampa one have the Wall of Champions and you get a trophy if you eat the quadruple and you get your picture and put on the wall, and the Orlando one won? And I was like, I have no idea. I'm like, I don't work there, you know? But that seemed like a crock to me, because if LC did it, which he did, and they said, Fears, if I do it, I'm going to film it. And he goes, the only reason why I didn't film it that time is because I asked right away. I ordered it, and right as I ordered it, I said, oh, you guys got the wall, right? You got the trophy and the photo that goes on the wall. And they're like, oh, no, it's only the Tampa one. And he was like, what kind of bullshit is that? So it was kind of bullshit. So, but he'll do it. We're going to drive down to Tampa at some point and do that. So that'll be a lot of fun. All right. Let's start things off with a bang. I've been dying to review Shocker. Visions, you are not kidding. Awesome. Awesome. I loved it. I loved it. That's why it took so long. I did all my errands today, and then I thought, I tried to watch it last night. I got 5 minutes in. You know, like, I got all the way to the part where he meets up with his dad, and then this guy kills his adopted family, and then his dad's like, don't go in there. There's nothing you can do for him. And that's where I fell asleep. And then I woke up before I went to work, fucking credits, and I went, shit. And so I was like, I'll just watch it tomorrow after all my errands. So that's why I'm starting my live at 12:22, because I was like, I'll get all that bullshit done. I didn't get done with them until 8:30. That's when I got home, and then I started watching the movie immediately. So I just finished it. So yeah. So yep. What's up, Larry? No, I can see you, Larry. You said, how is everyone? I'm doing better. I'm doing a lot better. And I read everyone else's comments. All right, so Shocker. I definitely did enjoy it. I wish they would have made a Shocker 2, because that definitely worthies a sequel, my friend. So, worthy of a sequel. I don't remember the guy's name, but there's a lot of cameos in this. Whenever he's about to get electrocuted, Visions, there's a police officer sitting next to, like, the college jock guy. That same police officer, I freeze framed it, and I was like, that's the fucking cop out of Friday the 13th part 6, where they find that dead guy, and he's got the glasses, and he looks over at the cop, and he's got the curly hair, and he goes, wow, Jason sure picked a day to pull this shit. And he's like, what do you mean? And he goes, happy Friday the 13th, and he throws down the glasses. Then it's the cop where he's got the laser sight gun out of part 6, and I freeze framed it when I was watching Shocker, and I was like, that fucking guy plays a cop in Shocker. That fucking guy plays a cop in Friday the 13th. So that was the first cameo. The second cameo is the guy that plays the dad of the adopted college guy. He's been in so many comedies. He's been in so many television shows. That guy did an episode of Airwolf. He did an episode of MacGyver. He did an episode of, he was on The Young and the Restless. He was on Magnum PI, I think. He was on Unsolved Mysteries. So as soon as I saw the dad, I was like, that fucking guy's been in everything. Or a lot of shit. And then the other one was the guy that plays the college football star. I don't know his acting name, but now he's a big director. He directs more now. And he was in Stripes with Bill Murray. I don't remember what's his name? Hang on. Let's see if I can. It's I believe his name is Peter Berg. I think that's the main guy. And as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm like, that guy's a big director now. And he was in Stripes with John Candy and Bill Murray. So immediately I recognized his face. And I was like, yep, I know who that guy is. So yeah, so the Star is a director now. And a damn fine director at that. And he was in Stripes. And that's another good movie. If you guys have never seen Stripes, I highly suggest watching that. Stripes is good. With Bill Murray. And PJ Soul is in it. She played Linda, or whatever the hell her name was, out of the old Halloween. Yo, what's up, Lantern? Larry, I can see everybody. If you have a comment, please. I can read everyone's comment. Looks like Larry's trolling today, so yeah, bye, Larry. Yeah, you're not going to make me mad. You want to pull some shit, I'll just time you out. I do not care anymore. Later. So yeah, I knew what Larry was trying to do. Larry's been on this weird mood. I don't know what the hell is up with him. So I only have 3 rules. Don't make fun of my friends, don't make fun of my families, and don't cause chaos in the chat. You would think by now people would follow those 3 rules. They're not that hard. I don't have 25 million like Richie does. Yeah, see Visions, you're a smart guy like me. I know what he was trying to do. Anyway, nope. What's up, Lantern? He says, oh, ho, 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 Merry Christmas. Oh, Lord, Lantern. It's a little bit early for that, but Lantern, I can't wait to buy Christmas gifts for my new nephew, because this is going to be Shelton's first Christmas, and me and my mom have already started brainstorming ideas for the little guy. I already bought him 2 Hawaiian shirts, so whenever I go visit and meet him for the first time, I'll be like, Mom, hold him up. Let me throw on the Hawaiian shirt. And then I'm going to put on my Hawaiian shirt. And we're going to get a selfie. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. Hell yeah. And why? Because Fears is the best uncle of all time. All right, shocker. Worthy of a sequel. The Star is a director now. And was in Stripes. Visions, I liked it. It was part comedy. There was some comedic moments. It was action. There was a lot of action in it. It was suspenseful. It was a thriller. People get killed, so it was a horror movie. But it's an action. And I got it felt like a Tales from the Crypt episode. I was getting that vibe. I don't know if everybody else, whenever you watch it, gets that vibe, but whenever I watched it, I got that vibe. So yeah. So I got Tales from the Crypt vibes. Action adventure. It was a bit comedic. Yo, what's up, Lantern? So a bit. I'm just going to put a bit of comedy. A bit of comedy. Suspenseful. Thriller. And horror movie. And good villain. I'm going to write down good villain because the villain, Horace, was pretty good. Is that how you pronounce his name? Horace? Yeah, Horace Pinker. Good villain. Good villain. And he didn't even care. He didn't even care that he was going to die. He was sitting in the electric chair like, like laughing and shit. Like he's like, juice me. Juice me. I don't care. Juice me, motherfucker. Kill me. I don't care. And he's all into like black magic and voodoo. And he was electrocuting himself in his cell before he got juiced in the chair. So he already knew he was going to like die. You know what I'm saying? So it was very interesting because once he got electrocuted, like his body, I don't know if it was his soul, whatever, his body kind of turned electric and he could jump through anything. He could jump through televisions, electrical outlets, power lines, telephone lines, everything. So yeah. Oh hey, Larry. Bye, Larry. Nope, you had your chance. You had your chance today, buddy. Later, trying to start shit. Bye, you're gone. So his whole body turned into electrical current, and he could jump from people's bodies. I liked that. I thought that was cool. I thought that was a good, not your typical horror movie, you know. So they were thinking outside the box. So not your typical horror movie. And let's see, my two favorite scenes. That's going to be hard because there's a lot of cool scenes in it, but I'll do my best. You know what, Visions? Before he gets killed, when they're trying to apprehend him, I did like the rooftop fight scene, and then he gets away, and then the college jock guy has to run, and his black friend's like, no, don't do it. And he takes a leaping dive, and he dives over to the other building, and then finally the cops get to the other building. So he's here, the bad guy jumps from one building onto another building, then his black friend's like, no, don't. And he's like, I got him, man, I gotta take this guy down. He dives over, and there's a big gap, gets the guy, they fight a little, and then finally the cops come up like through a door, and they're like, don't fucking move. Like drop the gun, drop the knife, da-da-da-da-da. And they finally get him. So the whole rooftop fight scene was one of my favorite scenes. So rooftop fight scene. And they're going at it. He's punching him, the other guy's punching them back and forth. Bam, 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 bam. Throwing him against stuff, breaks some glass, him punching him. I mean, they're back and forth. They're going nuts. So that was a good fight scene. So, I mean, I love the whole movie, but that was one of my favorite scenes. Let's see. Liz says, typity lampy. Oh, yeah, Liz. He's always typing in the chat. Lantern says, well, howdy, Liz. Howdy, Liz. I can't, Lantern. I'm not timing out Larry. I've had enough for tonight. So, yeah. So that was my first favorite. My second favorite scene. Oh God, this is hard. There's a lot. There's a lot of good scenes. I haven't even rated it yet. You know what, Visions? I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. And the only reason why I gave it a 9 out of 10 is it's kind of outdated. Normally, prisoners now, I don't know about some states, but most states don't use the electric chair anymore. Most states use the lethal injection. You know, I don't work in a prison, but anytime you hear about some big mass murderer like dying, they always like put a lethal injection. I don't even know if they use. Let me know. If I'm wrong, I'm willing to admit it. I don't think they use the electric chair anymore. But the electric chair for this movie makes it 10 times creepier because in this movie, if they gave him the lethal injection, then he wouldn't come back with all the electricity and shit, you know? So I could see why the director picked an electric chair. Electric chair is far more scary. Did you guys ever see the Tales from the Crypt episode where the guy loses his job and he's the executioner. And then even though he lost his job, he's still electrocuting people. And then he gets caught on the Tales from the Crypt episode of what he's doing. And then he gets the electric chair. So it's like poetic justice. So it's a bit outdated. That's the only, I mean, that's me nitpicking. That's the only reason why I didn't give it a 10 out of 10. But I thoroughly enjoyed it. There's no boring parts in it. It's just a bit outdated, but solid 9 out of 10. Loved it. It's very hard to get a 10 out of 10 movie. I have given some movies 10 out of 10s, but definitely a great collection for, you know, for my movie archive. So yeah, 9 out of 10. Let's see. Second scene. Probably when they're on the antenna at the end, where he climbs up the antenna and they're fighting. That antenna scene's pretty good. So I think I'm going to do that. The antenna fight scene. That's good. Solid watch. So, Visions, if you got any more suggestions, let me know. But I loved it. Fears Man approved. Fears Man approved. Yo! What's up, Bo Seamus? Good to see you. Oh, hang on. My paper's falling down. There we are. I loved it. All right. Now, Randall called me today, and I said, Randall, I'm going to save it for the stream. Randall said, oh, Fears, if you like Shocker, and I said, well, I'm going to watch it, Randall. And he goes, when are you going to watch it? I said, I'm going to watch it later on tonight. I said, I've got a shitload of things to do today. And he goes, well, Fears, I'm going to send you a message on Facebook. He says, Fears, if you like Shocker, then watch this trailer on tonight's stream. He goes, if you don't like this trailer, don't watch it. And I said, okay. I said, what is it? So I'm gonna watch and do a trailer reaction. So Randall, you get your wish. I loved Shocker. I'm gonna watch the trailer and react to it. Randall was like, Fears, if you like Shocker, then you're gonna love this movie that I send you. I went, okay. I don't even know the name of it. Randall sent it to me before I started the stream, because I called him and said, hey, I loved it. So we're going to do that. Vision says, Wes Craven is usually a good idea. Oh, yeah, I love Wes Craven. I need to add that to the book, Visions. So the same guy that created The Last House on the Left, which I have seen, but it's been a very long time ago. I need to rewatch it because I kind of remember it. And the guy that created The Butter Knives, of Freddy, created that. Fuck yeah. So, directed by Wes Craven. And he created Ghostface, the Ghostface Killer. So yeah. So, Randall, I'm gonna watch your movie, and I can't even remember what the name of it is called, but I'm gonna look it up right now. His twin brother does adult films under the name Wes Craven loads. Really? Ew. Well, I mean, at least he's still a filmmaker, Visions. He's just a different type of filmmaker. Wes Craven went horror. His brother went sexy time. So it evens itself out, I guess. All right, let's see which one Randall sent me. Randall sent me, I don't know if you've ever heard of this one, Visions. He says, Fears, if you like Shocker, this is the direct message. He goes, Fears, message me after you get done and let me know if you liked it. If you like it, I'll send you this movie. I wrote him back and I called him. So I wrote him and said, Randall, I'm going to call you real quick. I called him and said, I loved it. I said, before the stream, send me the trailer. And he said, here you go, Fears. I hope you enjoy Ghost in the Machine, 1993. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, Visions, Ghost in the Machine, but we're going to watch it right now. So, Randall, this one's for you, buddy. This one is for you. Here we go. So we'll see if it's Feeder's Man approved. Oh, wow. All right, so he's driving down the road. It's a wet road, and he crashes. Not a bad start.
The authorities are now saying that a local man in a car accident may have been the killer they've been hunting for the last 3 years.
5 seconds to total scan.
What is it?
This storm keeps surging the power.
We're losing him. He's dying.
Last night, a killer died.
Where the hell did that go?
His body was laid to rest. But his soul,
Oh, wow.
that's impossible, has come online.
So it's very similar. Randall, I know why you sent this. So he dies, and then he was getting a CAT scan. He dies, and then he becomes uploaded into the digital world. Very clever, Randall. Well, Randall's right. I like Shocker, so this is a very similar idea. But Randall, so far, so good, my friend.
This is gonna be fun, Terry.
Who is this?
I'm killing your friends.
Oh, wow.
Looks like there was someone else in here with us.
The killer died in this hospital.
And it's got Karen Allen in it, and we all know who that is. Karen Allen. Karen Allen is Marion Ravenwood out of Indiana Jones. And now she's in 3 Indiana Jones films, but she was in the original Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. So, good watch, Randall. Good watch so far. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
And it was plugged into your computer. Something is coming after my son and my friends.
There's no way anyone can kill somebody with a computer.
Shred him.
The board is up.
Wait, did that guy just say there's no way that anyone can kill somebody with a computer? I beg to differ. I guess this was before trolls ruled the internet. If you troll someone enough, there's been times someone gets on a computer, you troll somebody enough, and people, I hate to say it, have committed suicide. I would never troll anyone that bad, but there have been, you've seen it before. So this is the 90s. This was before the internet. Well, I guess the internet had just came out, because in the start of the trailer it says that this killer was booted up online, but this was before YouTube. This was before chat rooms and all that bullshit. So if you troll somebody enough, I hate to say it, it's very bad, but there's been times where someone's been online bullied, and then someone has committed, suicide. So that guy in that movie said, you can't kill someone with a computer. I beg to differ. I would never do that, but it has happened. But Randall, this is a good watch so far. I'm enjoying this trailer.
He's not in the computer.
Wow, the only really action movie I've seen Karen Allen in is in Indiana Jones. So this is kind of like Shocker. This is a horror movie, because I'm seeing this digital guy kill people after he got killed in this CAT scan, and they accidentally booted his soul or his body or whatever online. But it's also an action movie, because she just does a forward roll, because the digital guy threw something at her, and she did a forward roll, and then she shoots her gun. And I'm like, damn, she's an action star. Okay.
You can't run, you can't hide, you can't win.
Ghost
in the machine. Plug in to your worst nightmare.
Oh my God. Plug into my worst nightmare. You know what my worst online nightmare is? Quentin. That's my online. They need to make a horror movie. Quentin, the crybaby bitch. Coming soon. But you know what is coming soon is me and Randall have made the official crybaby bitch song. Can't wait to debut. Oh, he's gonna get so testy on that one. But don't fuck with fears, because I always win. Suck it, Quentin. I cannot wait for you guys to hear that song. Me and Randall have been polishing that masterpiece for a while. Quentin, the baby bitch. It's a metal song. Oh yeah, Quentin, the baby bitch. That's a little bit of it. I wrote the lyrics, and I gave the title, Quentin, the baby bitch. It's either the baby bitch or the crybaby bitch. Me and Randall haven't decided yet. Randall, I'm going to give that trailer a big thumbs up. So, where's my phone? I need to put it on my digital list. Hang on. That was a good one. All right. That's a good one. Ghost in the Machine, 1993. All right, let me put it on the list. Visions, have you ever seen that one? Let me know. Let me know. That was a good one. Well, Randall, thank you so much for that suggestion. So, 1993. And it's got that quality that Fears loves. Just enough action, just enough horror, a little bit of cheesiness, but not too cheesy, not over the top. It's set in the future, but it's the not too distant future. There we are. So, Ghost in the Machine. I can't wait to get that one. That one looked good. Ghost in the Machine. All right, it's on the list. It's on the list. There we are. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up, Randall. I'm going to give it a big thumbs up. There we are. There we are. Let's see. Where'd I leave off? Because I just watched that. Let's see. Fears, what is the grossest four-word phrase you can think of? I'm not going to answer that. Because I don't want to. Jucifer says, "Don't do it, Fears." Well, obviously I wouldn't do it. I'm just saying that guy was lying in the trailer. There are ways of killing people online, but this was like 1993, 1994 when the internet was just coming out. Now, if a troll wanted to kill somebody, they could do it. It's sad, but people have gotten trolled so bad online that people have committed suicide. I would never do that. I would never do it to someone, and I would never let somebody affect me that bad where I would, commit suicide. So, yeah. But, yeah. Let's see here. Sounds epic. Can't wait. Oh, it is, Liz. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. I hope Quentin loves it, too. Oh, wow. That's quite a generous statement, Visions. I appreciate that. You're a good friend. He says, "You know what, Fears? You're the next Brian Wilson." I appreciate the sentiment, but, he made one of the greatest songs ever. Wouldn't it be nice? It's one of my favorite songs. I listen to that song at least once a week. I'm not kidding. At least once a week I listen to Wouldn't It Be Nice? If not more. Because I love all of the Beach Boys, but that's probably my favorite Beach Boys song. So, yeah. So, I appreciate the sentiment, but so a couple songs are coming. We have the new and improved Quentin, the crybaby bitch. The new and improved Mr. Lantern theme song coming soon. We're just polishing it off. And then I said, "Hey, Randall, since we're having fun with this app, I said we should make a Fears Man song." So, I wrote a Fears Man song. Oh, yeah. Fears Man, soaring over the city. Fears Man, going the distance. So, yeah, you guys are going to love it. So, I got a couple songs coming out. Because I always like to try to be creative on different platforms. Singing, even though I'm horrible at it. Acting, I'm okay at it. Writing, I'm alright with it. Cartoons, vlogs, streams, going nuts, everything. That's why I like all forms of art. I don't care what it is. Painting, sculpting, writing, acting, metalwork, woodwork, whatever. If it's art, Fears likes it. I love art. And I get that from my mom. My mom, when she was young, she did ballet. My mom she liked to paint. She likes to sew. She still sews. She sews and quilts blankets for the church, and then she sells them. And whoever buys them, all the money goes to my mom's church. Oh, well, to our church, because my mom goes to the same church as me. So, yeah. So I get all that creative stuff from my mom. My dad, he was more hands-on. He liked to build things. He liked to whittle. That was one of my dad's favorite hobbies. He loved to whittle. He loved to make stuff. I get all the manly stuff from my dad. My dad liked camping until he went into the Army. Then he did too much camping. And then he said, John, I go camping with you and your mom and your brother. And back then we had Penny. Penny died before Enzo. But he goes, I enjoy camping now because I'm with you guys. He goes, but if somebody said, if I went with my friend Rick, which is one of my dad's best friends, if my friend Rick was like, hey, John, you want to go camping? My dad would be like, hell no. Because my dad did so much camping in the Army, he kind of like went off of it. So, yeah. So I get more of the manly stuff from my dad, and I get all the creative side from my mom. So thanks a lot, Mom. The only like really creative things that my dad does is I did like to see him. He made objects out of wood because he liked to whittle, and then he got me into photography and film. Him and my grandpa. My dad liked photography, so that's probably the most creative thing my dad did. And then my grandpa really got into video. And then my grandpa told me how to shoot on that big ass like 80s camera that you put on your shoulder. You literally had a strap. You had to strap and back then that was high tech. My grandpa would put it on his shoulder, and then there was a strap that went around your shoulder and then went down, and you attached it around your waist. So if the camera fell off, you would catch it in midair, because the thing weighed so much, and you'd put your eye in the eye hole, and then you would film like this, and it would be on your shoulder. Back then, that was huge. Big technology. One of these days, I'm going to find it, because my dad got rid of my grandpa's old video camera, and then when my mom bought my dad a better camera, my dad got rid of his old photo camera. But my mom knows the name of both, and one of these days, I'm going to grab an old beta tape or old VHS tape, whatever my grandpa used, and I'm going to film something with that camera and put it in a vlog, like have it digitized, put it in a vlog, and then one of these days, I'm going to buy the exact camera that my dad had when he met my mom, and he was doing all the photography. And my mom bought him a Mickey Mouse strap for it whenever we went to Disney, whenever I was 5, 6, 7, whatever. I'm going to buy the exact strap. I'll find it on eBay, and I'm going to buy some actual film, put it in the camera, take some photos. Hell yeah. At some point, I got to hunt that stuff down. But heck yeah, so I get all that creative stuff, but I don't think I'm a Brian Wilson Visions, but I have fun. I have fun with my artwork, but I appreciate the sentiment, my friend. That was very nice of you to say. All right, let me catch up with the chat here. Okay, Seamus. Nope, never heard of that one. You may like Clint Howard's Evil Speak. It's about revenge on trolls. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I did like the first Troll movie. Me and Randall watched it together where that troll comes out of those pods in the hotels. Me and Randall were fucking losing our minds. Then that guy's all dancing around like fucking like a robot or some bullshit. I was in stitches. I had fucking tears come my eyes. You guys have seen me in the vlog. It was Halloween, and I was supposed to hang out with Casey, but she's a lying, cheating bitch, and she was like, oh, I bought everything. I bought, like, the pumpkin. She was going to come over. We were going to cut pumpkins. I bought apple cider. We were going to watch horror movies, and we were going to dress up in costumes. And then that bitch said, oh, I'm going to go hang out with my friends at a bar. And I went, all right, well, fuck you. And so then I called Randall up, and I was so pissed. I said, Randall, I said, that fucking bitch, I said, canceled at the 11th fucking hour, and I hate that. I hate when people cancel at the 11th fucking hour. Oh, yeah, we're gonna come. Then the 11th hour, oh, I can't. I'm like, oh, you fucking bitch. So Randall literally was like, Fierce, fuck her. That's so shitty. He goes, you bought a lot of stuff. I said, yeah. I said, it's all here. It's in the fridge. I said, and he goes, well, can you still? I said, yeah, I'll still carve the pumpkin by myself. He goes, Fierce, fuck that. He goes, drive out right now. And he goes, we'll make a vlog. He goes, I got a whole bunch of horror movies. He goes, we'll watch Troll. And I went, okay. And you guys, so thank God she did do it, because then we got this epic vlog. So I've seen that one, Visions, Troll, but I've never seen Trolls 2. And then they made a sequel to Trolls 2. So let me look that one up. Evil Speak. Evil Speak. Let me have a look. Wait a minute. I think I've already seen that one. I think. Is that a new one? Hang on. I think I've already seen that. I bought it. Hang on. Oh, no. No, I thought it was this one. I'm sorry. I thought it was this one. Speak of Eagle. My bad. As soon as you said that, I thought it was this. Never mind. All right. Let me look this up. Evil Speak. Well, it was close. It was close. Evil Speak trailer. Oh, wow. Nice thumbnail. Cool. Ooh, this is an old one. 1981. Damn. Wow. Wow, this thing's old as fuck. All right, well, let's have a watch. Let's have a gander.
Connectivity through spectrum is vital. Provides us with reliability, lightning speed.
Let's have a look. There we go.
Everyone's known a boy like Stanley Coopersmith. He's the kid everyone used to...
I think I've seen this one.
Screwed up for the last time.
I remember this one, but I think this one's already on the list. I remember this one. I remember watching this one. Hang on. I think this is already on the list. I'm pretty sure. This, as soon as I started watching it, and I love Clint Howard, the ice cream, guy, and then all of his cameos. He's been in every single Star Trek, at least once or twice. He's done an episode every single version, because he started his career. He was like 5 or 6, and his first gig was on. It was either the first or second season of the original Star Trek. So, I love Clint Howard, and he played in The Grinch as a Who person, the Who's, whatever you call him, and then he was in Apollo 13. I know this is on the list. This trailer looks really familiar. Evil Speak. I know it's on here. Evil Tunes, Evil Horizon. I'm sorry, Event Horizon. Death Race, Slaughter High, Time Tracks, Freaked Out, Rabid, Witchboard. I could have sworn it was on here. Maybe I watched it and you suggested it and I forgot to put it on the list. Give me 1 second. Because sometimes I forget to write them on the list once people say Star Time, The Hunted, House Guest, Tales from the Crypt, 1972, Con Man, 1984, Ghoulies 2, Maniac Cop, Cannibal, Heavy Metal Massacre, Metal Cartoon, Blood Harvest, Cabin, Boy. I think I forgot to write it on there. But I've seen this one. I'm going to write it down. Evil Speak. 1981. All right. It's right there. Now it's on the list. I put it right there in between Tales from the Crypt 1972. So it's on the list. As soon as I started watching that, I was like, this looks familiar. This looks familiar. All right, let's continue on. Let's see. Plus, Clint Howard's a great actor. Let's see. Mr. Lantern says, all right, Seamus. Oh, shit. Mr. Lantern says, where's my hair, Seamus? No, that's not true, Lantern. Seamus should be asking that. Hey, Seamus, where's your Mr. Lantern hair? That's what you really need to be asking yourself. You know? It's in that big foil ball behind Fears. We need to get it, Lantern. Oh, no. No. That's just foil ball. No. It's a vicious lie. There's no hair in there. It's just foil. Tin foil. Don't even go there, Bo Seamus. Ah! So, yeah. That one is all right, too. What? This one? You know what, Visions? It was all right, but he's been in X-Men. He plays young Charles Xavier, that guy, and he plays a very good young Charles Xavier. This one, yeah, it was creepy. Yeah, it was all right, but it was kind of slacking in some areas. Like, it was like creepy where, a family goes on vacation, and then this creepy family kind of like meets them. Oh, hey, we're the ultimate nice family. Hey, you guys should come and hang out with us. Oh, nice, you're on vacation. Oh, we live here, but we take little mini vacations. You should come hang out with us. And then they get kidnapped, and then these people steal all the money, and then they get killed. So I'm like, well, evil shit like that happens in real life, so it is scary that it could actually happen to someone. But as a movie, I was like, it was all right. It was okay. It wasn't, like, breathtaking. But it was all right. It was a solid watch. I'd probably give it like a 6 or a 7 out of 10, but it wasn't, like, going nuts, you know. Anyway, Larry's live. Oh, I'm sure he is. I'm sure he's crying that he can't comment, you know, so it is what it is. Larry's been in a weird funk, you know, doing his little smart-ass comments the last couple of weeks. I don't know what the hell's up his butt. I don't care, you know. You know, Larry gets in these weird moods, these weird funks. I don't get it. We all do. We all get in weird funks. Me especially. I have good days and I have bad days. It was a good day until a certain idiot that I won't mention had to start some bullshit. So, yeah. All right. But, yeah. Well, Randall, I appreciate that suggestion. That was a solid watch. It's a solid watch. So, the one that you suggested, Visions, I've already seen. I think I liked it because as soon as I saw it, I was like, this looks familiar. I just didn't put it on the list, but now it's on the list. All right. What's next? I'm going to do 10 things that men like the most. 10 things that men like the most. And I wasn't even trying to be cranky today. I hate that I get lazy sometimes, and I was pounding out the content. I was getting productive, and all of a sudden, I got more work, and then I found out my family's visiting, and I was like, oh shit, all that stuff that I needed to do, I've been putting off. And I was like, well, here's a good time to do all that shit. So I've been busy. And he kept asking and asking and asking. Plus, I don't think it's anyone's business when I go to the gym. Is he going to the gym? No, I'm going to the gym. I can go whenever I want. But he just kept at it. And I'm like, when I say something, I mean it. Plus, there's no way I could have went today because I had like 20 errands to do today. I shit you not. The minute I got home like at 8:30 from work. I went to sleep from like 8:45, got up at like 12, and I started doing all those errands, you know, and then I came back, did that live for a little bit, and then as soon as I got done with that live and hung up all that shit, then I went back out. I helped my friend move because he's moving. I had to help a friend from work move. And I didn't stay for the whole thing. I just said, hey, I can only stay for like an hour or two, man, because I got a whole bunch of shit to do. And I helped him take some furniture out of his apartment and put it in the big loading van. I said, I'll help you as much as I can, man. I said, my family's coming into town soon. I got a whole bunch of shit to do. He said, yeah, Fears, I just need some help. And I was like, hey, no worries, man. And so I did that and then did the rest of my shit. So the next 2.5 weeks, I'm going to be pretty busy because I'm trying to get all this shit done. So whenever my family comes, the place will be immaculate. And I don't have much to do. I still need to just clean the kitchen, mop, and clean the bathroom, and that's about it, because all this is clean. The living room's clean. I did all my laundry because I let it go for weeks on end, because everyone gets in these lazy phases, but it is what it is. All right. So I wasn't trying to start anything, just people have to understand. I've got a life. I get busy sometimes. Shit happens. But he really pissed me off, so I hate to say it. If he tries to come in tomorrow, I'm timing out Banjo for at least a week, because I don't want to deal with his bullshit. And I don't care what anyone has to say. So maybe he'll learn. Maybe Larry will learn, you know. And if he doesn't, tough kitty poo, because I'm done taking people's crap. I don't have to put up with people's crap. You know, you're either a fan or you're not. You're either my friend or you're not. You either love my content or you don't. And if you don't, bye. There's the door. 10 things that men like the most. And I got this from Home Improvement. He does a whole sketch on it. Let's see. Number 1, meat. The redder, the better. We like our meat. Sports. Most men like sports. I'm a big hockey guy. Travel. I don't know about every man, but I like to travel. Travel. Number 4, zero drama. Men don't like drama from their girlfriends. Men don't like drama from their wives. Men don't like drama. Men don't like drama. I don't like drama. Look how big I wrote it. Zero drama. Please. Pretty goddamn please. Let's see. Meat, sports, travel, zero drama. Women. We like our women. Movies. We like TV too. Movies and TV. I need 3 more. I'm trying to think of like big things that men like. Meat, sports, travel, zero drama, women, movies, TV, video games. I'm going to write down nerdy things. A lot of guys are more... Now, don't get me wrong. There are some girls that are into nerdy things, but men get more into more nerdy stuff than women. There are some nerds that are girls. I'm not saying there aren't. There are. So, nerdy things. Let's see, number 10. What else? I would say their job. Some people aren't into their job, but men and women are into their job. So I would say your job. So there we are. All right, see, how long have I... Let's see, it's 1:09. I better go because I need to get a nap in because I start work at 4:30. So that's a good place to stop. So we did some trailer reactions. We reviewed a movie. We did the 10 things that men like the most. I'm going to save these 2 for tomorrow, my friends. So I'm going to take off, but I'm sorry about the drama today. I didn't start it, but I sure as hell finished it. And sorry for getting cranky, but I can only put up with so much bullshit, you know. And sometimes people just need to learn to back the fuck off and leave me alone, you know. Like if I say no, I've got shit to do. Believe me, if I'm being dead honest, Scout's honor. If I didn't have shit to do today, I would have went to the gym because I really want to lose the weight. I really do, and I've been putting in the effort. Plus, because I'm a little overweight, I told Kate this. I told Visions this. It's gonna take me some time to get the weight off. You know, it's a lot harder for a heavy guy to lose the weight. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to take off. Vision says have a good night. You have a good night too, sir. And everyone have a good night. And tomorrow's a new day. So I'm sure things will go a lot smoother tomorrow. You know, maybe I won't time out Banjo tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, because I do love my fans, but some fans, like Larry's like, if you stream, we need to know, or how did he put it? What did he say? He said, if you stream, Fears, we have a right to know. No, you do not. I tell you what I want, you know. I don't tell all my secrets. I don't have to tell all of my things. I hope to God he was joking. And if you think I'm kidding, look back in the Discord. He said it's something like that. I can't remember exactly how he said it. He goes, if you stream, we have a right to know. You don't have a right to know all my personal business. You know, I tell people the things like if like whenever I was dating my ex, I told you guys some things, but I didn't tell you everything because it's none of your business. It's the stuff that I want to put out there. Then I don't mind sharing that. But even if I was a fan and I was watching something, I'd be like, tell me every fucking detail of your life. Tell me. That's weird. You know, you don't need to know every aspect of my life, you know. So, I don't know, it just gets a little crazy sometimes. So, trust me, I'll let you guys know the information that you need to know. The other stuff, it's none of your business. It's my business. Like if Lantern and his new girlfriend like went on a date, I'd be like, Lantern, tell me every detail of your date. Tell me. Or like Visions has, Visions, you've had your girl for what, you said 15 years? I'd be like, what color is their underwear? Tell me. That'd be weird. I'd be like, I don't need to know that. I don't want to know that. That's none of my business, you know? So, Larry was wrong when he said that. I'm not trying to start shit. He's like, we have a right to know, Fears. No, you do not. So I hate to say it. You don't. Anyway, hopefully tomorrow will be a lot better. But I'm going to catch a nap. I need to make my lunch for work, and then I'm going to take a shower because I haven't had a shower tonight, and then I'm off to work. So shout out to the fans. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. I really do. That's not bullshit. We all have cranky days. And Banjo was the cause of it. All right. I'm taking off. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my friend Mr. Lantern on YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Larry Tate. See, Larry, I'm a good friend. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube and the Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow my buddy Vision's website, exhumvisions.com. Buy some cool shit. My order is on the way. I cannot wait to do an unboxing. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to who else have I not gave a plug out recently? Tommy NC motherfucking 2010 on YouTube. All right. And last, but certainly not least, follow the host with the most, Fears Man26 on YouTube, Fears Vlogs on YouTube. And this is Fears, signing off. Peace, deuces, and I'll see you guys later.